All righty. Now, how's that for sound effects? For getting your attention? I bet many of you are wishing you had a special effects department to affect some of your classrooms. We do want to focus your attention now for a very special and very important portion of our program this evening. For many years now, California Casualty has been a committed and long-term sponsor of the NEA Foundation and its work to advance public education. I am happy to say that tonight they continue their partnership with the foundation. Please help me welcome President and CEO of California Casualty, Joe Volpone.
Thank you, Kevin. On behalf of our California Casualty family, we are truly honored to be part of this very special evening. You know, we all ponder the answers to many important questions in this world, debate the answers endlessly. Important things like, why is phonics not spelled the way it sounds? Of all the words. If the number 2 pencil is the most popular, why is it still number 2? Before they invented drawing boards, what did people go back to? How does Teflon stick to the pan? While the answers to these big mysteries can generate differences of opinion and much debate, there is one question that requires no debate, and that is whether or not, at some point in our lives, each and every one of us had a teacher that made a lasting impact on us. The answer to that question, obviously, is a resounding yes. For over a century, California Casualty's mission has been to provide peace of mind for the people who serve our communities. People like you, public school educators. Educators and support professionals make a huge impact on our community each and every day, not merely in the local communities, but all throughout the world. You nurture, inspire, and prepare our future leaders. Our partnership with the NEA and state affiliates spans decades. During that time, we have protected countless NEA members and their families by providing tailored insurance services to meet their unique needs. We value educators, understand your dedication, and appreciate the positive impact you make on all our lives. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce to you 45 of your finest champions. Without further ado, let's meet this class of California Casualty awardees. Thank you.
Zeslyn Simmons. I'm a proud member of the Alabama Education Association. As an English language arts educator, I empower and encourage my students at Booker T. Washington Magnet High School, where we believe in excellence in all things.
Waka Jamai, I'm Danielle Rhea, the 2019 Alaska State Teacher of the Year and proud member of NEA Alaska. I work at the Alaska Native Cultural Charter School, founded by Martha Gould Lee, where we teach core curriculum through the lens of indigenous practices. We teach Yupik language and Alaska Native cultural values.
Good evening, my name's Roseanne Knight. I'm a proud Arizonan, and we're still Red for Ed.
Hi, I'm Stacy McAdoo, the Arkansas State Teacher of the Year and a proud member of AEA and NEA. I believe that we can solve all of the world's problems by simply teaching students how to develop their passions and about the power of poetry.
Patricia Hannon, Federal Education Association, Hohenfels Elementary School. It is a privilege to teach the children of our brave men and women in uniform.
Good evening. William Bashirs, proud member of the NEA, CTA, and SBTA from California, where we believe our learning community includes students, parents, teachers, professors, and anybody interested in education.
Good evening, I'm Elizabeth Sked, proudly representing the Connecticut Education Association. I'm an instructional coach and proud family member of C.B. Jennings International Elementary School in New London, Connecticut. Go Whalers!
Hi, I'm Dana Bowe from Delaware. I'm proud to represent Seaford School District, DSEA, and the state of Delaware.
Aloha, I'm Diane Mokuau from the state of Hawaii. I'm an NVCT librarian at Molokai High School, and I want to thank HSTA for honoring me with the Stacy Award. Mahalo.
Good evening. My name is Mark Badia. I teach agriculture education, and I'm an FFA advisor at American Falls High School in Idaho, where we believe, we work, we achieve through equity. I'd like to thank the Idaho Education Association and California Casualty for this wonderful honor.
My name is Lindsay Jensen, and I am a proud member of the Illinois Education Association. Tonight is a testament. You are living proof to the incredible things that are happening in public education throughout our country, and anyone who says that government schools are, quote, failing, need to fully fund public schools because they are the foundation of our democracy. Thank you.
Good evening, I'm Steve Wilson. I'm a Spanish teacher from Northwestern High School in Indiana, and it is an honor to be here representing my brothers and sisters from ISTA, the Indiana State Teachers Association, and also I'm here representing my homeland of Jamaica.
Good evening. I'm Carissa Badke. I teach at Prairie View School in Waukee, Iowa. I'm a proud member of the Iowa State Education Association y es mi placer de enseñar a los jóvenes de octavo y noveno grado a hablar español y apreciar los idiomas y las personas. Gracias.
Hi, I'm Kim Schneeweiss, and I teach middle school art in Hays, Kansas. I'm a proud member of NEA from Kansas, the home of Brown versus the Board of Education, making it possible for all students to be welcome in all of our classrooms.
Good evening. I am Lisa Celestine Jack, 2020 Louisiana Middle School Teacher of the Year. I proudly represent Louisiana Association of Educators. I teach and supervise in one of the best districts in the state of Louisiana, Evangeline Parish. I would like to give a shout out to V-Dream Tigers and Ville Platte Elementary Pups. Thank you.
Greetings, I'm Dr. Richard Warren Jr. and a proud member of the Maryland State Education Association. I'm an 8th grade science and STEM teacher at Chrisfield Academy in high school, and I'm a product of a teacher saving my life. And I truly believe that the work we do here is legacy. It's not what we do now, it's what we leave behind. So continue to fight for our students and fight for equity. Thank you very much.
Good evening. I'm Jamil Siddiqui, proudly representing the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and the Massachusetts Teacher Association. I love teaching math, and I love teaching my students at East Bridgewater High School.
Kara Lahid, proud member of the Michigan Education Association. I love teaching English and history at Stony Creek High School in Rochester, Michigan. And Michigan just wants to apologize for Betsy, but you're welcome for Gretchen Whitmer.
Ozio, I'm Tucker Quitone from Rochester, Minnesota, high school English teacher at the Alternative Learning Center. I stand here because of Education Minnesota, my EMAC family, my Incredibles, and I'm here to honor my ancestors, my family, my children, my grandchildren, and the heart of my life, my wife, Becky.
My name is Whitney Drury, and I am proudly representing the Mississippi Association of Educators, the Lafayette County School District, my students with special needs, and all educators in Mississippi.
My name is Shelley Parks, and I'm proudly representing the state of Missouri and MNEA. We have world-class students and teachers in Missouri, and we also have world champion Blues and Chiefs.
Hello, I'm thrilled to be representing the Big Sky State, Montana, and I'm an extremely proud member of the Montana Federation of Public Employees. I'm a kindergarten through 8th grade technology integration specialist that works in 29 buildings.
My name is Tim Royers. I'm a proud member of the Nebraska State Education Association. I'm proud to represent Millard West High School in the Social Studies Department, and you'll see my name on the ballot for the Nebraska legislature this November. And all teachers should use their voice to put the policies and resources we need so kids get the education they deserve. Thank you very much.
Good evening, my name is Jennifer Skomiel, and I am a proud teacher of future educators at Morris County Vocational School District. Thank you to the NJEA for all of your support and for this great honor.
Hello, my name is Melanie Hallbeck. I'm a proud member of NEA New Mexico. I teach high school history, government, and economics at an alternative high school in Alamogordo, New Mexico. And I love the diversity of our state and the fact that we teach everyone regardless of zip code, and we do it well. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Al Hassan Suso. I represent Wakanda. Just kidding. Forever. I represent the great state of New York. And I empower young people to live meaningful lives through self-actualization at the International Community High School in the South Bronx.
Good evening. I am Sabrina Peacock, and I am a proud member of the North Carolina Association of Educators. This is my 28th year teaching, and I'm still as excited as my first. I teach 3rd grade at Oak Hill Elementary in High Point, North Carolina.
Hi everyone, my name is Kayla Dornfeld, and I am a super proud and thankful member of North Dakota United. I teach 3rd grade at Mapleton Elementary School in Mapleton, North Dakota, and I believe if it's right for kids, it's right.
My name is Jennifer Laplace, and I represent the Ohio Education Association. I'm a high school history teacher, 9th, 10th, and 11th grade, and it is an amazing job to be a teacher. It's an amazing job to be a teacher. Thank you.
I'm Jessica Jernigan. I represent the Oklahoma Education Association and Bixby Public Schools. And I would like to take this opportunity to encourage each of you to reach out to 5 of your colleagues tonight. Make sure they're registered to vote and ready to use their voice for our kids.
Good evening. My name is Carrie Pilgrim Ricker. I'm a proud product of public education. I teach at Churchill High School, Health Services Occupation CTE pathway, and I am here to represent Oregon Education Association and to thank you for supporting the transformative work of public education.
Good evening. My name is Jennifer Wall, and I teach social studies and sciences at Loyalsock Township School District and the Pennsylvania College of Technology. Tonight, I'm wearing red for Ed for my fellow teachers, students, and my Pennsylvania State Education Association.
Good evening. My name is Jennifer Bachman, and I'm representing the South Carolina Education Association. And I would like to thank the South Carolina Education Association for helping me use my voice to advocate for my students, for other teachers, and for myself. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Carla Dede, a proud member of the South Dakota Education Association and honored to be a part of the teaching family of Harrisburg, South Dakota.
Good evening. My name is Jessica Mint, and I'm a proud representative of the Tennessee Education Association. I'd like to dedicate this award to my students and my colleagues. You make me brave, you make me bold, and you make me better. Thank you, Tennessee.
Good evening. I'm Andrea Grimo. I'm from San Antonio, Texas, and from the bottom of my heart, I thank every public school educator in Texas and in this whole nation for inspiring our students to learn, to be kind in all their diversity, especially including all of our immigrant and refugee families. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Archer Burrell, and I am a 4th grade teacher at Hillside Elementary in Utah. I want to say I love you, NEA. I love you, UEA. I love you, GEA. I am proud to be with you. You are the superheroes. You are the champions of this world. And to Becky Pringle, thank you for coming to UE and saying to us, you are a miracle. Tonight, I echo your words. You are a miracle. We are all miracles. Thank you.
My name is Karen Chitomber. I teach automotive technology at the North Country Career Center in Newport, Vermont. Welcome to 2020. I am a proud veteran. I was raised on a farm, and I am very thankful for my educational opportunities. I'm especially thankful that career and technical education allows us to make learning experiences relevant for a variety of students. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Joy Kirk, and I represent the Virginia Education Association. I encourage all of you to know that we are all bright, shining stars capable of great things. And I believe in all of us.
My name is Jeremy Rouse from Washington State. I'm an interventionist for the Title VI Indian Education Program. I'd like to accept this in honor of my late grandfather, George Rouse, my late uncle, Frank Lemire, and thank you.
Buenas noches. My name is Saraí Monterrey. I'm an English language learner teacher in Waukesha, Wisconsin, and a proud WEAC member. I know the importance of education. As a child immigrant from El Salvador, I am so thankful for the opportunities that I've had. So let's continue to work together to ensure that every child gets the quality education that they deserve. Thank you.
Good evening, I'm John Fabella. I'm proud to represent all the outstanding educators in the great state of Wyoming. I'm a proud member of the Wyoming Education Association, and I teach instrumental music in Powell, Wyoming, where my students are never satisfied with mediocrity.
Unfortunately, there are 3 state awardees unable to join us this evening, but we'd like to thank and acknowledge them. Congratulations to Margaret Cypress from Colorado, Jody Thomas from the Maine Education Association, and Melanie Trowell from Kentucky. Once again, please help me recognize the 2020 California Casualty awardees.
And now, for a very special moment, the Award for Outstanding Service to Public Education annually recognizes individuals and organizations that have had wide and exceptional influence and made a very substantial contribution to advance public education throughout the nation. The foundation is indebted to First National Bank of Omaha for its multi-year support of this prestigious award. This 6th-generation family-owned business is part of the largest privately owned banking company in the United States, recognized for its spirit of innovation and its commitment to customer service. Please welcome Jerry O'Flanagan, Executive Vice President of the Consumer Banking Group.
First National Bank of Omaha is proud to support and present the NEA Foundation's Award for Outstanding Service to Public Education. This award has been presented to so many wonderful individuals and organizations doing amazing work for the advancement of public education in America. Recipients have included Fred Rogers, better known as Mr. Rogers, Sesame Street, Special Olympics, the Hispanic Scholarship Fund, and many more. Tonight, we honor an individual, a woman who began her career as a public school teacher and then went on to co-found both a preschool and a public high school. For 7 years, she was the executive director of the National Commission on Teaching and America's Future. The Commission's powerful 1996 report, What Matters Most, Teaching for America's Future, was named one of the most influential reports affecting education in the United States. She has been named one of the nation's 10 most influential people affecting educational policy. Currently, she is president and CEO of the Learning Policy Institute. She is the Charles E. DeCuman Professor of Education Emeritus at Stanford University. She was recently appointed president of the California State Board of Education. She is a much beloved mentor, to countless emerging and established leaders across education, philanthropy, and other sectors. Whew. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me recognize and honor a true champion for our children, Dr. Linda Darling Hammond.
I am so honored and humbled to be recognized in this way by the NEA Foundation, the vehicle through which public school teachers give even more to public education beyond their enormous daily contributions in the classrooms across this country. The amazing commitment and selflessness of American public school teachers is underappreciated, particularly in the political sphere, where too often teachers have been blamed for the outcomes of growing childhood poverty, homelessness, and food insecurity, rather than celebrated for all of the ways in which you seek to nurture children's minds, bodies, and spirits, reaching into your own pockets for resources our society does not always provide. I was struck by this commitment from the very moment I entered public school teaching in New Jersey and Pennsylvania more than 40 years ago. We are in an era where our society is engaged in what my colleague Gloria Ladson-Billings has called the aggressive neglect of our children, with childhood poverty rates the highest in the industrialized world. A majority of children in public schools are now eligible for free or reduced price lunch, and a rapidly growing number of high poverty, deeply segregated schools. Education budgets slashed so deeply during the Great Recession that nearly half of our states are spending less today on education than they did in 2007. Only 5 states in the United States have reached a level of both adequacy and equity in their school spending, allocating more funds where people have greater needs. And it will not surprise you that they are among the higher performing states in the nation. Nor will it surprise you that it has generally taken decades of litigation to get these outcomes. Almost every state across the country has its state bird, its state flag, and its state school finance lawsuit. And as you know, the NEA is often one of the major plaintiffs and supporters of these lawsuits. Because of the intensity of the fight we must engage in to bring equity to our schools, I am donating the $5,000 award that comes with this honor to the NAACP Legal Defense and Education Fund. Led by my esteemed colleague, Sherilyn Ifill, who is galvanizing the many fights for desegregation and educational equity, the LDF is leading as it celebrates its 80th anniversary this year. Along with fights to maintain civil rights protections from the federal government for all marginalized young people, and fights for voting rights for people across the country. These fights can make a difference when they lead to systemic reforms, as they did in the 1960s and 70s, when the War on Poverty and the Great Society cut childhood poverty in half in 1 decade, invested in and desegregated schools and communities, provided year-round learning in cities and rural areas. I was the beneficiary of many of those programs. Achievement grew, and the black-white achievement gap was reduced by more than half during that era to the lowest level we've ever seen. In 1975, Black, Latino, and white young people went to college at exactly the same rate. something we had never seen before and have not seen since. But all of the reforms that supported these gains were eliminated in the 1980s, and the achievement gap has grown since. It's now 30% higher than it was 30 years ago. And although U.S. public education is sometimes criticized for the drop in international rankings, it's worth noting that in schools where less than 10% of children live in poverty, the equivalent of most high-achieving nations, we rank #1 in the world in reading. And that's a function of our teachers. And in schools where as many as 25% of children live in poverty, we rank #3 in the world in reading, at a level of poverty that none of the other high-achieving countries face. It is the growing number of under-resourced schools where more than 75% of students live in poverty where outcomes drop significantly. But we know what to do to create successful public education. And in my research, I've documented many of the nations and U.S. states that have done these 5 things with uniformly positive results. They fund schools equitably and adequately. They invest in educators with competitive salaries and great preparation that is free, accompanied by salaries while people train, followed by expert mentoring from peers, strong professional development, and opportunities to demonstrate and share their expertise with others, like the National Board for Professional Teaching Standards allows us to do in many states here. They third, focus on thoughtful, relevant curriculum and authentic real-world assessments that are used for improving learning and not punishing schools, teachers, or children. While designing schools for personalized relationships and deep learning, they provide health, mental health, and social supports for children, often in community school models that wrap around those children. And they offer high-quality early learning to eliminate the achievement gap before it starts. When these things are done, as they were at various moments in time in Kentucky, Massachusetts, Connecticut, North Carolina, and New Jersey, at different moments in time, they dramatically improve achievement and reduce opportunity and achievement gaps. When they are continued over time, we prosper as a people. We can do this together if we have a sense of direction, purpose, and determination to follow the daily examples of commitment of our public school teachers across this nation. Thank you again for this honor. I share it with my wonderful staff at the Learning Policy Institute, who are carrying this work forward each day, with my wonderful husband, Alan, who has supported these efforts for 44 years next month, and my 3 children, Kia, Elena, and Sean, all of whom are teachers. I feel so privileged to be part of this family and this community of educators. Thank you.
And now for our final presentation of the evening, here's the President and CEO of NEA Member Benefits, Gary Phoebus.
Well, good evening, everyone. You know, this is my 13th year that I've had the honor to award an incredibly talented educator with the NEA Member Benefits Award for Teaching Excellence. Every one of those past recipients and nominees were and are amazing representatives of the most amazing profession in the world. This year is no different. We have 5 individuals who represent the best in the profession, and I can tell you it's been an honor to meet them and hear how they have had such an incredibly positive impact on students' lives. The NEA Member Benefits mission is to make members' lives better. And all of you in this room tonight, all of the awardees, all the nominees, motivate not only me, but our entire team to achieve that mission every day. So it is in that spirit that it is truly exciting for me to reintroduce you to the finalists for the NEA Member Benefits Award for Teaching Excellence. So from the Iowa State Education Association, Kirsa Bedke. From the Federal Education Association, Patricia Hannon. From the Oklahoma Education Association, Jessica Jernigan. From the Connecticut Education Association, Elizabeth Sked. And from the New York State United Teachers, Alhassan Susho. So now in my envelope I have the recipient of the 2020 NEA Member Benefits Award for Teaching Excellence. There is unfortunately no drum roll. And the winner, thank you all. Oh, from the great state of Wakanda and the New York State United Teachers Association, we have Alhassan Susho.
This is a tough one. Good evening. It is with the greatest gratitude to accept this award on behalf of America's public school educators. I would like to start by congratulating the Horace Mann awardees, California Casualty Award recipients, for your dedication to this profession. It has been an honor getting to know you the past couple of days, and I look forward to our continued collaboration. Two decades ago, when I arrived in the United States from the West African country of the Gambia, I came with $20, 2 pairs of pants and 2 shorts, and an incurable eye disease. It would have been inconceivable to imagine me standing here tonight. As my flight was circling over the beautiful skies of New York City, all I remembered was a huge smile on my face, because that was the first time in my life that I was actually able to see at night. The bright lights over New York City represented hope of a new beginning. While my story is personal, it is also universal. It is the story of millions of immigrants who leave their homeland in search of a better life in this most amazing country in the world. My students come from 30 different countries and they speak 15 different languages. But today in the South Bronx, they plant trees in their communities. They volunteer at homeless shelters. They do animal rescue. They are making a difference in their communities. Because it is that American creed that out of many, we are one. At the end of the last school year, one of my students asked, Mr. Alassane, of all the things you have learned in your life, what do you know for sure to be true? I said, here is what I know to be true. There are no accidents in life, but lessons. Everything that happens in our life is designed to get us to a better future if we would let it. I had perceived my visual impairment as a barrier to success. In life, we're always hoping for a miracle. And I had been hoping for a miracle cure for my vision. But what I have come to learn today is this. We all have exactly what we need to run the race that was designed for us. Therefore, if we don't get our miracle, we could become someone else's miracle. For children with different abilities, for children who encountered adverse trauma, immigrant children, all children can run the race that was designed for them because we are their miracles. I had a miracle when I came to the US. She was my 11th grade reading teacher. She bought me clothes so my classmates would stop making fun of me. She came in early and stayed late so that I could improve my limited understanding of English. On the day of taking the New York State Regents exams, she was there bright and early. And 3 hours after coming out of taking the Regents, we were back again in her classroom calling homeless shelters because I needed a place to sleep that night. She did not only teach me to read, what she did was save my life. It is therefore with the highest honor of my life to introduce my reading teacher, Pamela Felton. Thank you. We could, however, not do our jobs without the support of our unions. The unions allow the democratic process to take shape. I am able to take risks in my classroom knowing that my rights will be protected because I have a union that has my back. Therefore, thank you, New York State United Teachers, United Federation of Teachers, for your unwavering commitment to our success. The NEA and the NEA Foundation for always defending our rights and celebrating and honoring this important profession. Horace Mann and California Casualty for believing in the importance of public education. I would also like to thank my colleagues and family members who have traveled to DC to support me. Thank you. Students and staff of the International Community High School for allowing me to grow and explore as a teacher. Finally, to my wife, to my brilliant and beautiful wife. Thank you for giving me inner peace, which allows me to excel to new heights. Success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure. And with you, I am able to achieve both. Teachers and support staff around the country, you are making a difference each and every single day, whether you know it or not. You might not get the recognition that you deserve, but trust me on this. Not only are you transforming the lives of the next generation, but you are changing the narrative of families for generations to come. You are somebody's miracle, and you don't even know it. Therefore, thank you for your service, and thank you, NEA, for all you do to make this profession meaningful, wonderful, and inspiring for this generation and for generations to come. Thank you.
What a great night we've shared. Our congratulations to all of our honorees this evening, and our thanks to each of you, both here and at home, for supporting the NEA Foundation. I think we can all see that when it comes to excellence in public education, while we have made great strides, we all have a little more homework to do.
Behind me, and you call me a man, and you're counting on me to come through. You should know that I'll give you the best that I can, but we all have a little more homework to do.
If you're walking beside me and you wanna be friends, you should know I'm depending on you. So you gotta hang in there till the whole story ends, 'cause we all have a little more homework to do. And I've been looking in the back of the book for the answers, hoping the bell wouldn't chime. But I'm not ready to put down my pencil just yet. There are too many answers that I didn't get. I need a little less pressure
And a little more time.
Day turns to day, turns to day, turns to day, turns to day, turns to day. And I'm a little bit older, a little bit taller, a little bit better, a little bit. Day turns to day, turns to day, turns to day, turns to day. And the days ahead coming on so quick, you can't get out of the way, you keep running. Day turns to day, turns to day, turns to day, turns to day, turns to day. And I'm a little bit older, a little bit faster, a little bit closer, a little bit. Day turns to day, turns to day, turns to day, turns to day. And the sky goes blue and the sky goes black. And no matter what you do, you can't go back. We go day into day into day.
We started talking and collaborating. We became a team.
It gave me a voice. It gave me confidence.
Day into day into day.
The key is to be consistent.
You have to take care of their hearts too. Day into day into day into day into day.
You know what? I became a better educator.
I'm a little bit braver, a little bit broader, a little bit brighter.
I learned something about each of them. It's about connecting.
Day into day into day.
Yes, I can.
Day into day into day.
Remember to breathe.
I am trying to follow. I am trying to lead. I am trying to learn what is true. I am trying to be what you want and I need. And we all have a little more homework. We all have a little more
Our thanks to the counterpoints, our actors, and on behalf of the NEA Foundation and myself, thank you for joining us. Good night.